Welcome everyone to NACL Replay. I'm your host, David Chen, your third favorite know-it-all. And I'm here to give you the latest and greatest in video game news. So get ready, because here we go! Now our first story tonight is very nostalgic. League of Legends history has been made once again by one of the most legendary teams to ever grace esports. Led by the same man who started the legend all the way back in 2013. T1, helmed by Lee Sang-hyuk, better known as Faker, recently became the first team in history not to lose a single match throughout a season of LCK. This record-breaking 18-0 spring season is doubly impressive, as T1 had the record for the previous best record in a season. Now going 17-1 back in 2015, while the team was certainly very impressive, the current T1 roster is certainly trying to give them a run for their money. The new players, Gumayusi, Zeus, One, and Kara are proving their own prodigious talent. Now Faker, with a strong team of extremely impressive rookies, has left his massive footprint on all of esports yet again. I guess you don't get called the unkillable Demon King for nothing. Now speaking of legendary figures, another famous athlete has dipped their feet into the esport waters. The fastest man alive, Usain Bolt, has become the co-owner of Wild, an Irish esports group. Now since his retirement, it seems the fastest man alive has become an even more avid gamer. Now Bolt believes that Wild is on a journey to becoming one of the biggest brands in the fastest growing sport in the world. And in esports, like in track and field, it's critical to have that competitive and winning mentality. So we know he's got the work ethic to help the younger generation improve. So let's hope that the greatest sprinter of all time can keep up with all the new talent in the esports world. Now seriously, has he seen how fast the reaction speeds are for these guys? Let's hope that the 11-time world champion can keep up with the speediest, building from today's Fortnite prodigies. Anyways, let's turn our gaze to China. Now, unfortunately, due to the newest lockdown in Shanghai, esports has grinded to a halt when it comes to in-person competitions. Now, one tournament that has been hit particularly hard is the LPL tournament, one of the seasonal official League of Legends tournaments. A few matches have already been postponed. This would be fine, but I'm worried that if the lockdown doesn't end soon, it will delay the mid-season invitational in May. Now, typically, MSI includes top teams from the several global leagues that have concurrent tournaments. Now, unfortunately, if the matches are paused for too long, it might be time to consider not including a representative team from the LPL. Now, we would all hate to see this, but I suppose the show must go on, even if missing a very important character. Now, unfortunately, it's not all bad news in the China esports world. Through the lockdowns that have indeed slowed down in-person competition, management for all these teams is still very active. Deals and sponsorships are still brewing in the background. Now, Riot's newest major league product, the already extremely successful Wild Rift, was guaranteed to draw lots of eyes, especially in China. the largest market for mobile gaming. Now, TJ Sports has already announced a list of many sponsors for the upcoming Wild Rift League. The smartphone brand OnePlus became the chief partner with Chinese companies such as Wahaha, also being a supporter. Now, international companies such as Coca-Cola and Kia also threw their name in the ring. This is a big step forward for esports in China, and we at the NACL are really excited to see this development. We're eager to grow alongside China in its already impressive esports scene. Now, speaking of mobile games, other games are staying updated to make sure they can compete with esport giant Riot Games. Activision has been teasing some new maps for their Call of Duty mobile title. They took to Twitter and they posted screenshots of a map that has been much awaited for the players. And it looks like the beloved map Satellite will finally be playable in Season 4. Now, players, myself included, have been very excited for this map to finally release for the mobile title. It was available as part of the public test build months ago. So it's great to finally get some evidence that a release is just over the horizon. Man, I really want to take a look at what Activision has been brewing with the Call of Duty mobile title. Woo! Mobile gamers have been eating good lately. Let's shift gears and look at the development of one of the most highly anticipated console PC titles.